Up with KREM begins now.
5:32 now on our Wednesday morning. A story making headlines around the nation this morning happened in North Idaho. Overnight, search and rescue crews pulled a second victim from the Silver Mountain avalanche.
And taking a look outside, we are seeing dry skies for the most part to start off our Wednesday morning, but more instability is on the way. We've got plenty of snow in the forecast for this upcoming Friday.
And we're kicking off 2020 highlighting fitness workouts around the area. Our fitness guru is talking about a workout she tried this week. She says it's the largest class she's tried so far.
All right, coming up now on 5:33. Welcome back to Up with KREM on our Wednesday morning. We have a lot of news to get to. Of course, we're talking about the Silver Mountain avalanche this morning, tracking the conditions on the mountains today, but also tracking in the weather department a big snowstorm on the way as well.
That's right. So right now we do still have avalanche warnings that are in effect across North Idaho, but kind of just getting ready for what's to come later on this week. And of course, could cause more instability across those mountain ranges with more snow in the forecast. We are still seeing active snowfall across some of those mountain ranges right now, but for the most part around downtown Spokane and toward our lowland elevations, we're actually encountering quite a bit of dry weather. Some of those roads are a bit wet to start off the morning. We saw some rain overnight that came through, but as far as our watches and warnings go, we have this avalanche warning that is in effect through North Idaho, pushing down toward about St. Mary's and then across into western Montana, about Libby, Montana. Around that, surrounding it, we've got winter weather advisories that are in effect. We also have one in effect off toward the North Idaho or the northern Cascades, pushing down into I-90 just about over Snoqualmie Pass. So still some winter weather to encounter if you're making travel plans across mountain passes. On satellite radar, the majority of the activity is popping up around North Idaho, but it looks like we are still seeing a bit over on the west side of the state around Snoqualmie Pass. So we're encountering just some difficulty over those passes still into your Wednesday. On the 12-hour forecast, we're expecting those afternoon temperatures to make their way to 42 degrees. Temperatures are pretty stable all the way through the day simply because of the significant cloud cover that we've got. Those clouds are going to separate just a bit during the day, but otherwise expect mostly cloudy conditions out there, the occasional valley rain shower, and more dry weather tomorrow ahead of that winter storm on Friday. We'll have more details on what to expect and just how much snow is in the forecast over the next several days. It's all coming up in just a few minutes, Jen.
All right, Evan, thank you so much. We have new information this morning following an avalanche on Silver Mountain. This morning, a second person is dead. 5 people survived. Overnight in total, crews pulled 7 people from that avalanche in North Idaho. Nicole Hernandez is live in Kellogg this morning with that new information. Good morning, Nicole. What have you learned?
Yeah, good morning, Jen. So just a few minutes ago, we were able to talk to an employee in the hotel lobby here at the base of Silver Mountain, and she told us that the mountain will be open today, but just on the Kellogg side. She said the Wardner Peak side of the mountain will be closed because that's where that avalanche did happen. And that's after there were warnings from the Idaho Panhandle Avalanche Center that said that there were avalanche conditions in this region. That's because of the recent snow and the high winds, and obviously those conditions led to that avalanche. And so crews responded to the avalanche right away. Ski Patrol got in there searching for people immediately. We were able to talk to 2 skiers yesterday who were there right as that avalanche happened, and they said that they immediately went to help those rescuers try to get people out of danger. They said while they were there, they saw 3 people total be pulled from the snow. 2 of them, they say, were alive and well. One of them, though, was blue in the face, and rescuers were giving them chest compressions before taking them down the mountain on a stretcher. Now, again, like you mentioned, Jen, 7 people have been found. 2 of them have died, but crews stopped their searches around 8 p.m. last night. They think everyone is accounted for at this point. But a few more questions we have, obviously, about this situation. One, we don't know exactly where this avalanche happened. We don't know whether it was inbounds or out of bounds in their ski area. And we also don't know the names of the 2 people that have died. So Silver Mountain has not commented much except for a few Facebook posts. But as soon as we get that information, we'll get it your way. I'll send things back to you, Jen.
All right, Nicole, thank you this morning. Reporting from Kellogg. Of course, this is a developing story. We will be tracking it throughout the day. You can find updates on KREM.com and the KREM 2 mobile app. It is 5:37 now. A strike with Providence Sacred Heart nurses may be coming to an end. The nurses union reached a tentative agreement with the hospital board. Leaders say the agreement includes 10% wage increases and a $2,100 bonus.
We are the ones that are taking care of the patients. We are there at the bedside the entire time. Our voice should be heard.
Hospital leaders also agreed to increase staffing and improve education and security. Members will vote on the proposed agreement next week. An Idaho firefighter is currently fighting wildfires in Australia. Joel Curley works for the Bureau of Indian Affairs Aviation Program. He left the United States last month to help fly water drops in New South Wales.
It's overwhelming for sure, because the one thing that you want to do is have a plan of how to attack it, and we'll do well on our piece of the fire one day, and then not so well the next day.
He is expected to be in Australia for at least one more month. The fires are responsible for the deaths of more than 24 people and millions of animals. The fires have also destroyed thousands of homes and acres of habitat. The number of electric vehicles around the inland Northwest is increasing. That means more charging ports are being added to the area. In the past 3 years, an Avista pilot program has installed more than 400 charging ports. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is searching for a robbery suspect who hit a gas station employee with his car. Boy, you can see that on the video there. It happened last month on West Arrow Road. Now, she is okay, but the witness says the man took food without paying. She told police she followed the suspect outside. She says that is when he hit her with his car. The employee described the man as a white male with red hair, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall. And you can see what he's driving there. It looks like it appears to be a white sedan. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Well, that's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
For today's Speed Feed, we dive into the top trending story of the week on social media. Wildfires in Australia continue to burn nearly 20 million acres. Many people have taken to their newsfeed to raise awareness of the devastation. According to fire authorities, at least 25 people have died as a result of the fires since September. Now, celebrities like Elton John, Nicole Kidman, Pink, Iggy Azalea, they're among the growing list of celebrities donating huge sums of money, encouraging others to donate through social media. Now, Pink tweeted, as you see on your screen, after giving $500,000. She says, "I'm totally devastated watching what is happening in Australia right now." Avengers actor and Australian native Chris Hemsworth says in this emotional video on Instagram, "Every penny counts, so whatever you can muster up is really greatly appreciated." Wildlife authorities estimate nearly 500 million animals are dead. Bindi Irwin, the late Steve Irwin's daughter, posted on Instagram, "My heart breaks for the people and wildlife who have lost so much. I wanted to let you know that we're all safe." Now, she helps run a zoo in Australia where she said they have treated over 90,000 animals because of these wildfires. And for information on how to help Australia, visit KREM.com, and we'll give you some information on our Instagram stories as well. It's crazy to see that so much devastation, and it's so sad because Australia is such a beautiful country, but it's nice to hear that firefighters, like you just mentioned moments ago, from the inland Northwest are going to go help that effort.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like the weather conditions are not going to be improving this week. They're expecting a big influx of warm temperatures. No rain in sight for the rest of the week, so unfortunately, it doesn't look like the fires will be improving this week, at least from the weather department.
Yeah, and they're in the midst of their summer, so tough circumstances out there.
All right, 5:41 now. You're watching Up with KREM.